Benissimo. Glad to see you. May I introduce you, the director of the Institute of Informatics of the National Council, who is the one who made the digital presentation.
Fantastic, compliment.
And the two historians from the Lawrenziana and some
Anahita Fantoni means Anahita.
Մեր բարեկամները Ֆաբրիցիո Ռենզինը գրողը 7 ամսով վերում ցուցադրություն աստղ։ Դրանք գումարած այդտեղ ուրեմն թաշկինդը ֆանիկան ամբողջ։
Because you organized the Summit of Minds, and so we said, well, we should open together the Summit of Minds. Says that the Republic must support cultural heritage, landscape, science, and technology. Italy is ready, formally ready, to use with all the techniques to help you to distribute.
The IBM will help you?
No, they don't want. Computer science applied to the culture in general.
Gentile ospiti, սիրելի հյուրեր, հարգելի բարեկամներ։ Այսօր մեզ համար մեծ տոն է։ Արվեստի ու պատմության քաղաք եւ արժեքավոր հայկական ձեռագրեր։
Gentili ospiti, oggi è un grande giorno per noi. Culla della cultura italiana, capoluogo della regione toscana. Nel 1353, nel convento di Sant'Antonio di Bացվել։
Ծաղկողն է Ֆրանչեսկո դի Կաֆան, պատվիրատուն է Ոմն Սարգսյանը։ Շատ կերպով տրամադրել է Ֆլորենցիայի Լավրենտյան գրադարանը։ Ներ շարունակ Մատենադարանի հավաքածուի ձեռագրեր են տարվել աշխարհի տարբեր թանգարաններ ու կենտրոններ։
I manoscritti infine saranno accompagnati da un sistema multimediale interattivo.
Եվ իհարկե Հայաստանի Հանրապետությունում Իտալիայի արտակարգ եւ լիազոր դեսպան նորին գերազանցություն պարոն Վինչենցո դել Մոնակոյի
Your Excellency, Mr. President, dear Director, Professor, ladies and gentlemen, from today onwards until early 2020, these three ancient Armenian manuscripts will enrich the already superb permanent collection of this splendid museum, Mathenadaraan.
We are coming from a conference of yesterday where we were showing the possible powerfulness of artificial intelligence, which is fast, clever, maybe. Now, with this small exhibition, I think we are demonstrating how fast and deep can be natural intelligence. This is the consequence of a visit of Mr. the President as a physicist in my office in Rome, following a visit to our President of the Republic, essentially discussing the possibility of strengthening links, cultural, technological, and others between our two countries. This was no more than 1 year ago. Then there was a visit here, and so this idea came, and let me say that the ones with the idea were the two art historians of this for this manuscript, which for us is a very fundamental issue, because here we are demonstrating that the links during the centuries never were cut. I understand, talking with them, that if we have this manuscript in Florence, it's because the monks came following the Silk Road to Venice and then spreading down, and so on. However, my message, also after having informed our presidency of Republic before coming here, my message is that Italy, Italian culture, and which is much indebted to your culture, and Italian technology is ready to serve, to create stronger and stronger links between the two countries in a worldwide access to culture without walls and creating bridges. So this is the message.
Well, thank you very much. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, I think it's enormous joy to come here to Matenadaran and to see, as the director has pointed, that it's the first time, as far as I understand, we have 3 Armenian manuscripts that were kept for hundreds of years outside Armenia are visiting, coming back home. But I would say that their home is now not only in Yerevan, in Matenadaran, their home is also in Italy, in the great library of Medici. And they become a special link between Armenia and Italy, representing this wonderful history of collaboration between Armenia and Italy, which goes back centuries and centuries, thousands of years. It reminds me also of the exhibition that we had exactly 20 years ago when I was ambassador to the Holy See. We had in Vatican, and the exhibition was called Rome-Armenia 2000 Years of Relations. So it's not only hundreds of years, and it's not only 500 years going back. We're speaking about 2,000, even more years. So there is a wonderful heritage and connection between Armenia and Italy. It gives me great pleasure to be here today because we visited together with my colleague, but a very good friend, President Mattarella. We visited together with his daughter and my wife, Matenadaran. And I think I really appreciated the deepness of his interest in Armenian culture and art and heritage and history. So please, Professor and Ambassador, give the President my best regards, and I'm looking forward for deeper collaboration and more work to be done together. Probably it's the first, but not the last one. And last week, I spent a weekend at Isola San Lazzaro in Venice, and I mean, when you see the richness of that collection of Armenian and non-Armenian manuscripts and books in Italy, which were kept in Italy, I think we will start this collaboration, doing it further, Armenian art going from here to Italy and making our ties stronger, and the other way around, Italian art, as you are working very hard, Ambassador, and I highly appreciate what you are doing. Every step that we do is making us closer. Art brings us closer also to science, because the whole idea was born when I was in Rome at your office. In our days, art and science come together.
Yes.
In our case, probably art, science, and politics come together, and that helps. Because in order to make this art available for many, I don't know how many thousands of people will visit here, but the moment they are digitized and with an explanation, it becomes a property of millions of people, both sides, both here, Italy, and worldwide. So I think this can be, as we were discussing, a start of a collaboration, which is a specific one, art, culture, and science, because they come together now. And it's not amazing that the Summit of Minds, yesterday we were discussing with the honorable gentleman representing company IBM in Italy, that when we spoke about artificial intelligence, big data management, what IBM and Armenia can do together, and the second point was, what can we do together also in arts? So this opens more doors for collaboration again in science, technology, culture, and art.
It's like having a lamp in your hand, and you may.
But at the end of it, one can do is also turn the page.
That works in a clever way, but also to open to the entire world, to explain these type of things to everybody.
And that's also collaboration in technology, because the moment we start doing that, we'll put 1 or 2 or 3 of our